For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a non-profit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floors. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KCCZ LP Conroe and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on this live program with Cindy Cochran. And I'm Cindy Cochran, and I am live. I was gone all last week. Poor Richard has had to.
And we missed you.
You did? Did you miss me? It had to be boring.
Well, when I'm not called or text every day,
oh,
I think you're stuck in a bathroom at like a 7-Eleven or something.
laying on the floor.
Laying on the floor, and you're just kind of like eating hard-boiled eggs you found or something. I don't know.
That's it. I just wonder what you do with all that time that I'm not calling and asking questions.
I just live my life. I'm already my ship is already on course. It's just
okay.
Sometimes I get this random knock from Wave Cindy.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
well, it gives you a little variety in your day and night and morning.
It's funny. Because I know you went through medical stuff, but I was thinking about this while you were gone. Mm-hmm. How often do you lock yourself out or in things?
How often do I lock myself
like either out of your car or you lock yourself in on accident? Like, because it's very rare people get locked themselves in something.
Right. I don't think I've ever done that.
Like I've done that at work. One time when I think I was at Sonic and I didn't know that it was one of those old school freezers.
Oh.
That there was like a safety latch kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like I didn't hit it or something. But luckily I was only in there for 5 minutes because it was during the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I remember how scared that was. Like, oh, I could have been in here for a long time.
Oh, no one can hear you when you scream.
I think that recently happened.
Somebody got
somebody locked themselves into a freezer at like a new restaurant they were building. And I guess they were installing everything, and then because no one was really there, it wasn't open, and so like the owner or something locked themselves in the freezer. I don't know, but when you read that, you think it's like a mafia hit or something.
Yeah,
but I imagine you lock yourself out of things a lot.
Nope, mostly because I just don't lock the doors, and I'm doing better now. I'm doing better than that. We used to go to bed all the time. I wouldn't lock the doors and go to bed like that, just not thinking anyone's going to come bother us or do anything to us. And one time,
Someone did bother.
we were gone. We were gone, and we came back. And I'm not a great housekeeper, so apparently the person opened the sliding glass door, broke in. The glass was broken in, and opened the sliding glass door, and must have looked and thought somebody's been here before us, and she closed it and went away. We can't figure out why they didn't.
You might have been an animal.
No,
If the window broke, I know sometimes that happens.
No, the sliding glass door
It was open though.
They knocked the glass out so they could unlock the.
Yeah, but was the door open or closed?
It was open.
Okay.
But they didn't know that.
That probably wasn't an animal then. If it was open.
It was like my car that somebody tried to steal, and got halfway down the street, and I didn't have any gas anyway, and so they ran out of gas. But here's the thing: is that the key was in the. They could have turned the key and gone, but they thought nobody'd leave their key in, so they break into the car and do that, and then get down, and there's no gas. So it was hilarious. I thought, those poor people. It's like the person that hacked into my bank account, and they called me and said, I just want to tell you, so sorry, someone hacked in your bank account. And I said, well, did they deposit anything? Because it was already like minus $35.
Well, sorry to interrupt you, but we have to remind folks you did have a scheduled guest today, and they canceled last minute, unfortunately. So we're gonna have Charla, and it's
Charla and Shauna.
Shauna in next week.
Next Wednesday.
Because I think we tagged them and everything. So they're probably like, why are people not talking?
And it is not their fault. This is all my fault because I'd been in the hospital, so I'm going to play the hospital card. And so I had told them I was going to have to cancel last week, and I'll book them on for this week. But I think I said. But I'll
we
call
don't need
you
an
and
explanation.
let you
We don't need an explanation. They're going to be on next week.
Well, I just want to know. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
We don't need an explanation.
Okay, I was just going to take blame. Transparency is everything.
Yeah. Well, we know most of everything is your fault.
That's all I got
That's all I get. Me too. So that's why we're so comfortable with one each other.
We have so much in common.
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot of the same.
That's one thing I've learned. It's like, I remember growing up, like, oh, you have such a nice smile. And then the one thing I learned as I got older is like, too many people think I'm nice. They want me to do stuff now because I'm the nice guy. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go help you. No.
It's such a pushover, Richard. No. Well, you are nice. And that's people immediately pick that up.
No, the only reason I help people is so I can get favors in return.
Well, that's true. You like to build up that bank account. I want to build up the favors they made owe me.
No, you just saw me have a transaction with my sister.
Yeah, and you were so sweet.
I don't know why she asked me to do something for her car. I'm like, well,
that's so sweet.
Well, I called her a sexist because she just assumes I know how to fix cars.
Because you're a guy.
And I told her, I go, if I do this, because I do know how to fix it, and I go, well, since you aren't going to do anything, you do my laundry because I'm sexist.
There you go. Because
I wonder what she said. I wonder if she liked that joke. Because I'm kind of halfway not kidding.
Yeah. See if
she said sure. All right, there we go.
She said sure. Yeah. Oh, keep that. You have to keep that. Make sure you save that.
That's funny.
So that she said, you're going to do my laundry for me. I don't think that's sexist, though. I think I've finally. Samuel is now doing his clothes. He's got to have a girlfriend. He's not telling us about because he's now.
Talking about not Sam, but Samuel.
Samuel.
Okay.
Samuel, yeah.
Well, no, actually, you know what's funny? Apparently, the younger generation, Samuel's 18, correct?
Yes.
So, yeah, we there's a guy that works at the bowling alley. I want to say he's like 20, so roughly around the same. Apparently, it's a thing where, like, no one wears deodorant. And so a lot of the younger kids are smelling.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't mean to call out Samuel, but ask him. Because maybe the girl he's seeing or whatever finally goes like, you stink. And he's like, oh, I got to start doing my own laundry because I'm self-conscious now.
He lives with enough women that tell him he stinks.
Yeah. But you could tell him you stink all day because you're grandma. But like once the girl he likes tells him.
That's it.
It's like, no, I got to put cologne on every day now.
No, but he's got that bod Have you ever
No, what I,
smell?
the axe, no, what I love is this guy that I know, this young kid. We're having a conversation. I was like, "When's the last time you bathed, dude?"
You ask him
Oh
that?
yeah, he's my buddy. And he's like, "No, man, I put some cologne on." I'm like, that is not the same as bathing. But in his mind, it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. This is because you smell good for an hour. Doesn't mean you're bathed.
And that's only directly under your arm.
Yeah.
Everything else has the same bacteria on it. Yeah.
And then I made his world totally new. And I was like, "Do you carry deodorant?" He's like, "Well, I have deodorant, but why would I carry it?" I'm like, "Sometimes when you're working, it wears off.
Yeah.
So you always gotta have an extra stick on you. Like leave it, like don't leave it in your car. Like just have it in your backpack or something. Like I have an extra one here. Actually, I have like a few essentials here at the studio, like in case I need to go freshen up.
Oh, before you go out.
Well, have you noticed every studio we've had, it's something like for a period every year, it's hot. It's like, the AC goes out, but like it goes out for like 3 weeks.
Oh, true.
Because you're lucky you weren't here last week because the AC went out here.
No.
And so most people are saying it's hot for the 20 minutes they're on the air. But I'm like, imagine being here for 8 hours.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
Well, I would have gotten you Nashville cold if and I'd have brought it to you. It was so funny because I thought about on Tuesday. I thought I got to do something. What I got to do? Oh, Richard needs his lunch.
Yeah. Look at this. She takes care of me. I love it.
I'll make sure, and because he's in such a good mood once you walked in with lunch.
But when you don't bring me lunch and you say you're going to bring me lunch,
there's
hell to pay.
That's really bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. That has happened before. Try and play the age card for that. I forgot.
Well, did you have a good 4th?
Yes, we went over to Chad, my oldest son, my only son, his house, and Cash's birthday is on July 4th. Happy birthday, Cash. Happy birthday,
Is that
Cash.
a dog or is that a kid?
That's a kid. That's my youngest grandson.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know everything about you.
Well, I thought we talked about only my family, but
well, you also have to remember you name everyone in your family off each other. So you have Sam, Samuel, Cindy. You're like Cynthia. I think there's a Cynthia.
Samantha.
There's a Samantha. I mean, like it's all.
And Cash was named after Johnny Cash. I couldn't believe when Chad told me we're going to call him Cash. I went, so I'm going to call you up and say I need some cash. Come bring some cash over. And why would you call a child Cash? He said it's after Johnny Cash. And I thought, oh, that's cute. That was sweet. So, but he needs to be a model. He's so pretty to look at him, just to look at him.
Well, we're talking about 4th of July. We're not talking about how cool your grandkids are. So 4th of July fireworks and all that kind of stuff?
No,
grill.
We didn't stay. No, Sabrina grills steaks. Oh, Chad's wife. These steaks were like this thick.
Is that good or bad?
That's great.
Okay.
That's great, especially if you cook
You're
it
used to the
medium.
Waffle House steak?
Yes.
That's Cindy's life right there. She's used to the Waffle House steak.
No. And when that guy talked so much about Waffle House, and so I had to go to Waffle House.
Yeah, with Kurt?
Yeah.
Kurt Maddox, yeah.
He and I have totally different taste buds, apparently. So.
Yeah, I love the Waffle House.
You like the Waffle House?
You know what? It's funny, though. I did not tell Kurt, because I saw Kurt Maddox the other day. I forgot to tell him that I don't like the one that he goes to. Because they wouldn't let me sit in a booth.
They restricted you?
Yeah, because I was solo. And I understood it, but I was like, I can wait.
Yeah.
If you want to, because I wanted to sit and read and do, have my morning.
And
but,
have the space that you
Yeah.
need. What they want you to sit at the
Yeah. And unfortunately they didn't tell me that until I waited. So I waited like 20, 30 minutes because I was really hungry. I was like, oh man, Waffle House is gonna be so good.
Oh.
And then they're like, and I go, well, hey, I'll take that booth over there. Oh no, you can't sit there. And I was like, well, where do you want me to? What? Yeah, there's only one. It's only one of you. See, we don't let solo parties sit in booths.
Oh, they need to have a sign up.
They probably do. I don't know.
Sure.
I love that place still, but I was like, well, I'll just get my food to go then.
Yeah,
and I ate it here.
I was gonna say Waffle House would be pretty cold by the time you got here.
But it's down the street from here. It's
I
like
know,
5 minutes.
I know, but that stuff goes cold so quick.
But yeah, I need to tell Kurt that. I was like, very disappointed in that place. I'm a paying customer.
I just remember y'all talked so much at Waffle House.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to be talking about something else.
Here we go again.
And here we yeah.
Well, no,
But this
I wanted to tell you, I came down here on the 1st. That's when downtown Conroe celebrated the 4th of July.
Yeah, they had a parade.
Big. No, I don't know. It wasn't a parade. They just had like a celebration. So
Oh,
they
they
had
didn't
fireworks. They had markets. They got slip and slides. They had all sorts of stuff.
Oh, man.
It was cool.
Well, Conroe always has some kind of celebration
Yeah.
or something going on. And so it's like going to San Antonio. They have so many festivals and festivities that you go there and you're going to be able to see something.
But I encourage people to check that out next year. It was a lot of fun. And then, San from Taste the Asian. and all
Yes,
that,
yes.
He opened up his new spot. So I went there in the morning. He had of course, he runs this really weird deal. First 100 customers get free coffee for the whole year. So when you get there, it literally went from his place all the way to the corner where the corner pub is and curved around.
People waiting in line?
People waiting in line.
I have not seen that in so long. That would have been cool.
I
to
bet people
see.
were freaking out in downtown.
Uh,
They're like, what are all these people doing down here?
okay.
And why are they waiting in line?
This is for the
Kampong Cafe or something. It's Vietnamese for like coffee house or something.
yeah. It's not the Dragon
No.
Bowls.
Yeah, that place is. It's also there at his family's. And,
Okay, yeah, that's
But it had nothing to do with this long line.
Well, he has 2 places now downtown. He's such an entrepreneur.
I love it.
That's great. He was so quiet that the what's his face? The one
Here we go.
only knows people while they're sitting there with their name tag on. Okay, it starts with a K. No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
the guy that is doing 202.
Oh, Keith.
Keith. See, I was getting so close in my head. Say Keith. Just say. Go
Yeah, I
ahead
went
and say
over
it.
the 202. I went over 202. They had a dunking booth in front of it. And
Who
when
was in there?
Well, that's what I love. I walk up and I'm like, oh, the dunking booth. That looks cool. I want to be the person, I guess it was so hot that no one wanted to do it. But the kids go, can we just jump in? So they had this line behind the dunking booth for the kids just to jump in.
That'll be $5, please.
Yeah, it was really funny. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they wanted to sit on the seat, and they wanted somebody to push the button so they could drop
Yeah,
in.
'cause
And then-
nobody could throw a ball
And then they
straight.
get out, and the next kid will get in and do it. It was pretty funny.
That'd be more entertaining than having an adult do it.
Yeah, and your Vortex coffee or Vertex coffee?
Vertex,
Vertex was there, right
They
in front
were.
of 202. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Did you say hi to Tiffany?
yeah. I waved. They probably had no idea who I was.
You know the people that are doing the Sunday night church, bringing back Sunday night church. Yeah, you remember they came in here?
Yeah.
And
Do you mean the
I'll-
church that didn't have a church? If I
The-
remember correctly, they were
yeah.
looking for a church. They were looking for a
Church with No Limits, or
but they didn't have a place. That was
They
the
didn't have
joke.
a
I was
place,
like,
yeah. They were at the Vets place in Candy Cane Park,
Yeah.
and now they're at the senior citizen house facility
"Man,
there.
you're a great promoter.
Huh?
You're a great promoter.
Yeah.
The senior citizens house.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
I said I meant it's the senior. Yeah, that's what I said. They're going in there on Sunday nights.
Okay.
And so that was smart of them to do that, because a lot of those people probably remember going to church on Sunday night, and now it's back. But out of the blue, I got a text from him saying that him and the whole Church Without Limits is praying for me. So I want to have him back.
Why are they praying for you?
Because I was in the hospital.
I thought that was voluntary.
What?
You weren't getting work done?
Um,
I'm just messing.
talking
I'm just messing.
volunteer. Yeah, I go
I'm just-
volunteer to go to the
No,
hospital.
you're getting cosmetic surgery, Cindy.
Don't I look to
Yeah,
you?
no.
Shelly?
I'm just messing with
Yes. No,
you. I don't see why people are so embarrassed with that.
with cosmetic.
Well, they always say, like, I don't want people to know I was in the hospital because I was getting a nose job or something. And I'm like, well, the people who really know you probably know that you got a nose job after, like.
Now, if you're in there because of your intestines or got tied up or something embarrassing like that, but no, everybody wanted to know why I was in the hospital, and it was just too hard to tell him. I
just
said, well, I had an
you
infection.
just got an infection.
Yeah.
And you're old, and that's what happens.
And I'm diabetic.
And I probably have the same thing right now that you gave to me, and I haven't fully treated it. But since I'm younger, it's going to take like a month, so I have to go to the hospital.
Yes. See, I thought I was getting over that, but everybody in our household kept giving it to each other.
You got everyone sick, Cindy.
No.
Patient zero.
No. Cindy's boyfriend got everyone sick. And
see, Cindy, your name's Cindy. Like, do you have a boyfriend?
no,
do y'all do
Little
this
Cindy.
deliberately to confuse everybody? So when you're trying to tell someone, like, hey, we're going to meet at Cindy's house, it's like, we do that because we don't want to tell people specifically which one.
no.
So it's like, oh, okay, we'll just see where everyone shows up.
My niece.
How many Cindys are there in
No.
in the immediate family? At least two.
Just two.
Just two.
Just two, because
And
we
two
wanted to have-
Samuels, right?
And two yeah. And what was smart about their mom and dad naming them after us is that we will do anything for those kids. They're our namesake, and so we'll just,
Did you clone them?
Huh?
Did you clone them?
What?
No.
Now see, now
And by the way, you're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show.
yeah. By the way, I can't hear it, but
And there's no guests today.
and there's no
If
guests
people
today.
were seeing the promotions, there's no guests
Yeah.
today. They'll be here next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Wednesday is we've got to find a guest. I think I'm going to try and get the guy from Church Without Limits to come in
Yeah,
and
just
talk
because
to
they
me.
prayed for you.
And because he prayed for me. There were several people. I've got the.
I was a little
Best
worried.
prayer
I was
warrior.
worried about you
You were worried?
because you've been bouncing back pretty strong. But when it happens again, are you gonna be as strong? I don't know.
Don't you? Yeah, I was ready to come back.
I will that's you, but I'm just.
I was going to try and do
you had back-to-back problems with it.
a show. Well, because what happened before that? We had to go to the hospital. Oh, that was my surgery. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back-to-back,
but I catch everything that they come into. Now, see, this doctor did tell me. He says, "What's bad about what you have?" And
no one
I'm
washes
seeing
your
the
hands,
blood.
their hands at your house.
No, he said, your immune system is so low right now.
Yeah.
You don't need to be around anybody. And I went, I have 5 people living right on top of each other, and I go to the store, and he goes, don't be around people. Just don't be around people. Stay away from people. And I think it was the next day I came in, and that guy that was, did he win?
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, I wish you'd
I
find out.
should have asked. I
Yeah,
didn't.
if he won or not.
I didn't.
Oh, what
But-
was his name? Denzel. I'm close.
I'm not going to answer you.
No, I'm closer.
We're moving on topics.
Okay,
So
okay.
4th of July was good. Happy birthday to the country, and you didn't see any fireworks.
And happy birthday to you. We weren't here on your birthday.
That was last month.
I know, but I sent you a birthday text because I couldn't be here.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't that sweet? I remembered it was your birthday.
I told you to dump that boyfriend.
You told me to.
Hey, that you keep missing the show because you're seeing this new guy.
Oh, that is not true.
Oh, so you really were in the
That's not
hospital.
Really?
I'm trying to get it out of you. No, I'm just kidding.
I had that bracelet.
Well, no, see, I will say I was worried when Sam called me. That's her husband. And I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Like, that's,
like that. Yeah, I told him, "Can you call Richard, please?
yeah.
I can't talk." And so he said, "Okay, I'll call him. Will he answer if I call?" And I went, "No, here, use my phone, and he'll answer."
And I
if
didn't
it's me
answer.
calling.
Because we were live on with the show.
Right.
But,
But I said, you call him and tell him I am on death's bed door, and I can't be there. But he would. So what did he say?
He wasn't trying to sell anything.
He didn't. Okay.
No, he was just informing me that you're doing okay, you're responsive, and
I'm responsive. I love
yeah.
that. That
I mean, he didn't make me worried.
good. Oh, Richard, you wouldn't believe what she looked like when I was like, no.
But anything else going on? I feel like we haven't seen each other. But I know you've been getting IVs and doing steroids.
Look at this.
When are you going to start doing medical marijuana?
Look, my
When are you gonna start- when are you
grandchildren
gonna start
always
doing-
asking me the same thing. It's legal. You can do it. You can do
It
it
has nothing to
now.
do while you're in the hospital. But I mean, no, I love that kind
Look
of
at that.
stuff. Yeah, I see that.
You know what that is?
I mean, you're doing a lot of curls.
No. Look, that is from the nurses trying to find my vein. They kept rolling on them. They said, your veins keep rolling on us. So then they take the needle and they just move it all around trying to find that vein. Instead of just, like, wait, go get the machine that's like that they can put over your, and then you know exactly where to stick that needle. But it was terrible. And so my children said, wear something to cover that up so nobody will see it. So I'm going to tell them, I said, I showed everybody on the radio.
Oh, who cares?
Well, they think it looks like somebody beat me or somebody, grabbed me by the arm and gave me bruises.
And that didn't happen. So that's why you explain it to people. That did not happen.
Well, I just, but I'm at the grocery store and people are staring at my arm and I know, they're trying to figure out what's that from. She's getting beat up. Do you need help, lady?
No, if I saw it, she's old. If the wind shifts, she gets bruised.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. No. And I just can't. I'm so sick of taking medicine.
I feel like if someone tried to hurt you, Cindy, they would hurt you worse than a bruise.
They would hurt me worse than what?
A bruise.
Oh.
Like if someone really grabbed your arm and like really was intentionally trying to hurt you, it wouldn't just be like, oh, a little bruise.
No, I would.
It'd
Because
be-
I would already knocked them out, and they would.
Well, you know what I'm talking about?
Sorry. Yeah. The Cindy and her friends wanted to go to the mall, and I'm scared to death to let her out. With, like it's so dangerous right now. It's just dangerous. People can.
How is it dangerous? Tell me about it.
I tell her, y'all have to go inside the mall. Don't wait for me to come pick you up. Waiting outside the mall because the van can pull up or door open and pull you in, and that'd be it. And we never see you again. So I try and scare them really like that. Now y'all go have fun.
How old are they?
16.
Oh, that'll be fine. Just give her pepper spray.
Well, so her girlfriend says, I said, now y'all stay with Anthony because there was this guy that was going to be there too, one of their friends. And I said, y'all stay with him now so nothing will happen. She goes, listen, I've got pepper spray, I've got a whistle, and I've got, what's the other thing?
Apple tag. I swallowed an apple tag.
What's that?
It's like one of those things you can track people with, or track items. It's like a little
Oh,
quarter
yeah,
size stuff.
right.
And people put it in their luggage to track their luggage and stuff.
That's what.
But you can just swallow it.
that's what. Oh, that's what I need to do.
I could see you doing that though. I could see you going like, "Little Cindy, come here. You're gonna need this glass of milk, and you need whatever. What do people drink to help them swallow stuff? It's not just water. There's like a old wives' tale. It's like warm milk or something
that helps them swallow.
helps you swallow. Like you used to take the big pills.
Oh,
And there was like an old wives' tale. It's like, oh, you take that with like apple juice or like I forget what it was. It helps you swallow big things.
well, that would be apple juice would be good. Yes.
Yeah.
And castor oil is good. But did you
Did you
ever
say
did
castor
you ever take
oil?
castor oil? Have you ever taken? It's not castor oil. It's castor oil.
What is that?
It's what people used to give their kids anytime they're sick about anything. They give you this, and that oil in there would just make it slide on through.
Is this something that they stopped giving kids because it's killing them?
Yeah,
and
they
they were
found out.
like, hey, we're not giving this anymore. Don't tell anybody. Kind of like Epicac, where like they banned Epicac. You can't buy it anymore
That's right. And Argerol.
because people were burning their throats out.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. Argerol.
Because I would, you ever gone to a person's house and you find those kind of things in their house? Like, you still have a bottle of castor oil? Like,
Why are you looking around their house?
no, like you just go to the bathroom.
Do you open up the medicine cabinet?
Well, like, say we're spending time with somebody, like, hey, I cut my finger. Oh, here, come here. And then it's like, oh, you still got Epicac? Wow. Jesus.
I think they banned that 5 years ago. But
No, I think Epicac's been banned for, let's look.
are you going to look it up? Okay. See, that's why it's so important to have a computer at your fingertips all times. Hey, and listen, if any of you want to donate to the Cindy Cochran Show, we would be more than happy to have you. And
It's no
It's
longer over.
so-
Yeah, it's no longer available over the counter, but you can be prescribed it.
Okay, so that's good. I'm trying to talk to them about donating. You always say I don't talk about this very much.
Hey, there's a donation link below.
Okay, there's a donation link.
So look at this. You'll love this. In 1989, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommended each home keep a bottle for emergency use.
Ooh.
That was in 1989. I'm trying to find out when they removed it from the counters.
It's okay. It's okay. Nobody cares. If it's not there anymore, it doesn't.
Well, that's what I
matter.
love. They have those kind of things like, oh, we probably shouldn't be offering this
talking
over
about-
the counter.
Yeah, because they may start looking it up and going like, this looks like a good deal.
Yeah.
Hey, are you ready for what happened today? Did you listen to the news?
No,
This is so great.
that's better. Is it involve like a submarine or something?
No, it's not submersible. Submersible.
Is it a rocket?
No,
Okay, what is it?
there's cocaine in the White House.
Okay.
They
Probably
found-
left over from Bill Clinton.
They no. Every day the
How does that news
Secret
come
Service-
out? Like, do they find cocaine?
the
Cocaine?
Secret Service they do a sweep on all the offices every time they in the
And they found
mornings.
like
And they
like a
saw
baggie
this
of cocaine
white-
or something.
No, they said that it was a white dust, and so they evacuated everybody because they didn't know whether it was, something.
So somebody
that
was
good.
doing cocaine in the
That-
White House. That's cool.
So they took it to the lab, sent it to the lab, and found out
So
that
who
it
was
was
it?
cocaine. And
Oh,
so,
I'm guessing the conspiracy theory. It's Hunter Biden.
oh my word!
I know.
What?
I know how your mind works. This
It's
is a
not
horrible
that-
story.
It's just that he was staying over for the July 4th celebration and party that they had, and he was there.
That would be kind of funny if it was him, because the dad's gonna have that same dad conversation, like, "Son, we've talked about this."
Okay, the $5 million got you through the last thing you got.
Well,
Now
no,
you're gonna go, this is not going to work. You shouldn't have done that. You should have known better. But
I
anyway,
bet- I'm not surprised cocaine was found in the White House.
but it
you'll-
never has been before. I mean, they have never
Yeah, it
ever
has.
found. Well, the Secret Service they let it out because they had to evacuate everybody, and so it was a big deal, and people were all scared and all that. And then the news wanted to know, why are you evacuating the White House? What's wrong? What's going on? And then they said, well, we found a white powder substance and we're testing it to see what it is. And then they have to tell them it's cocaine. It came back cocaine. Now they're trying to find out who was in that office, or who was in that room, or whatever it was. So that's what they're doing now. Poor Joe has had a bad 2 weeks about.
He didn't care. He's moving on. He's president. Why does he have to worry about that stuff?
Well, because he wants to be president again.
Yeah, but that's not
so-
going to affect anything.
Well, this stuff will look bad. Like you.
Oh, really? That's the thing
you-
that will make him look bad?
No, I think it's the supply chain and the.
No, I think it's
gas.
more of his presence on TV. You're like, oh man, and I'm not trying to, be political about it. But every time I do listen to him, I'm like, that just sucks. Like, this guy, that just sucks to be this guy. It's gotta suck because he probably wants to do a good job, but it's just like
This,
time to retire.
the most pitiful thing, and this is all I felt so sorry for him, and is when he wanted to run for president, and Obama said, "No, it can't be you. It's going to be Hillary because she's going to carry on my legacy and all that."
Oh, is there like a recording of this?
No.
So
This is
how
what,
do you know?
So
is this like a backroom dealing that you read in on the conspiracy websites?
well, because he announced he's going to be he's running for president.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, here comes her Rose Garden meeting, and Obama,
See, I wish
and
I could be in a meeting like
Biden,
that.
and Hillary come walking out, and he said, "Joe is stepping down, and Hillary is going to be running for president." And that was
that
it.
how- is
and I
that-
felt so sorry for him because you could tell he did not want to say those words. I'm going
So
to
how do you
be-"
know this?
Because you saw all the history of him, how
Okay.
long he's wanted to be
So you're
president.
so this conversation probably really never happened. It was probably an email going like, Joe, you're not we're wasting my time.
No, he did. I mean, Obama said Joe's going to step down from trying to be president. We're going to put Hillary in here, and that's what we're going to do. And he's going
And
to
then we
support
ended
her.
up with Donald Trump.
They said all that, but Joe just stood there like,
Oh man.
how did it happen? I didn't say anything. What did I say? But because
I think that's what the sad part of politics in the United States is. Like, if you step aside or take a break, like, your career's essentially almost ruined.
right.
Because it's like, once you get on that wave, you keep riding it
Yeah.
until you're 90.
That's right.
Like, even if it's a lateral movement, even if it's, just like, you're going to lose your job if you quit.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll never be able to run again.
Well, it's like an actor and an actress. They decided to take I'm going to take a vacation for about a month. And by the time they come back, nobody
Well, certain
remembers
movies,
them.
yeah. I think movies are different these days because now it's like the playing field has grown substantially.
Oh, that's right.
Because
That's
like
so
Netflix
true.
and all that stuff. So there's only a couple seats in the house.
Right.
There's a limited amount. And
That's
so
right.
you're gonna
Because-
once you go for it and you lose it, it's like your chances of you winning again are very like, look at Beto O'Rourke. Like, imagine those conversations with that guy.
Yeah.
Like, what are we running for? Like, why don't you just run for mayor?
Yeah.
Like, run for something that you can win, and then
Dog catcher, maybe.
No, he could probably be mayor of El Paso or something.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he could.
No, he couldn't.
They
No,
probably
he
love him in
couldn't.
El Paso. Isn't he from El Paso? Isn't that the whole? But I mean,
Yeah.
like, again,
Yes.
that's how you do it.
And-
You run and you run for something that you know you'll win, and then you take the baby steps.
But El Paso got overrun by immigrants coming in, and
Well, I mean,
They
I
couldn't
never.
do
When's the last
anything.
time you went to El Paso?
when was the last time I was there?
Yeah,
Okay, it was in 1980.
yeah. So you can't really comment on what's going on. in El Paso, can you?
82, and they
What were
they
you doing over
flew
there?
me down. I just finished. The Sign with Cindy series had just come out, and they flew me down to El Paso because they wanted to give me a pair of llama boots. What's the famous boot maker? You don't know.
I mean, there's like, I don't know, 40 bootmakers in Houston.
No, but this
so-
this is where they make these boots, and they're very special boots
I'll look it up.
in El Paso. And you don't believe me? It's
No, I
true.
believe you. It's just like the famous one, or is it a boot that's famous, or is it a maker that's famous?
The maker is famous. It starts with an L, like a llama. I want to say llama, but it's llama. What's the name of the boot?
I mean, this one's called Tres Outlaws Boot Company. And it's
You find one that starts with an L. But anyway, it was just really cool.
Tony Lama.
Yes, that's it. And so
This poor company had to deal with you.
what?
This poor company had to deal with you.
Yes, they
Ooh,
loved
they had
me.
to touch your feet. Ugh.
Why? Shut up. Why they? It was weird. They found out I was from Texas, and that they liked the show. They thought it was great, and so they had deaf people that worked at their
Now
company.
I'm looking at their work boots. Let's see. Oh, these
It
look
wasn't
cool.
a work boot. It was
Well, no, they have women's boots. But why
Yeah.
would I look at women's boots? I don't care.
yeah,
Their boots look nice.
and it was just very cool.
Oh, and they're very well priced.
What? It's
Th-
very.
They're well priced.
Oh yeah, that was pricey, but they didn't.
Well, no,
charge
I
me.
went to, there's a place in Abilene, and I wanted to get a pair of boots, and this guy was all across the street from my favorite sandwich place. So I would always see this boot maker across the street, and one time I was like, I'm going to go in there and see how much boots are, like, just to see. And because my brother gets his boots made, and because he's a cowboy. And so I go in there, it's $700 minimum. Like, that's the base pay is $700 for a boot. And then you pay extra for, like,
The other boot?
the snake skin or
Oh.
zebra or whatever. And then if you provide your own, you get a discount. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, let me get my own hide.
But
But
you
yeah,
have a pair of boots? You have a pair of
not
boots?
$700.
You do?
No,
No, but do you have your own
I have
pair of boots?
I have my own. I don't have cowboy boots. I do not like cowboy boots. I like work boots that have
So
like a
you have okay.
yeah. So like
The
I
work
can
boot.
do a lot. I can still ride horses in it. But cowboy boots, I don't know. Every time they feel like if I wanted to run or something, I didn't like that. Like I feel like I'm wearing heels. You know what I'm talking about?
They'll make you taller, yeah.
Because I used to wear boots all, like my entire upbringing I wore boots. And then one day when I was like, it was my turn to buy a boot, I'm like, I'm going to get just like a regular work boot that laces up that way.
You know, it's very trendy. And that what was the name of the real? It was the late 80s or 90s. There was a real. What's the name of that? It cost for prodigiously. It was a boot that, you know, it was a guy's looking boot, but the girls started wearing them.
Probably Doc Martens, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think that was right. I think that's right.
From the United Kingdom.
Yeah, because we can go to the mall and everybody was just
But yeah, these look good.
crazy in there.
Like these boots are $180. That's not bad.
Well, there you go. There
Well,
you
I
go.
like these. What do you
But
think of these, Cindy?
I never
what do you-
had-
What do you think of those? Those look pretty tough, don't they?
Now, when you pull the screen down and you saw the bottom part of it, it did look like a work boot.
Well, these are the work boots.
That's just a regular boot because it's got the V cut and the.
No, this has the steel toe, steel heel, and
Oh,
an extra
why would
thick
you want
sole.
a steel toe?
Because you get
I
in
know
a
the
fight.
construction and getting the. Oh man! Oh, they still.
Well,
oh,
I
they
know.
zip all the way up.
I
Oh,
know why I
that's-
liked having a steel toe. Because
Why?
when you're working around stuff and you drop stuff on your toe.
True. Or a snake tries to bite. But the zipper on the side, that's
That's not a zipper. That's a piece of leather.
no. That
I'm going to show the people what we're looking at because
Okay.
they're all confused.
Show 'em, yeah,
if you're on
because-
YouTube, Facebook, we're at Tony Lama's website in El Paso, and I go, these boots look pretty good, and now she's thinking have zippers on.
I thought it was so that you could open up and put your foot in instead
No.
of trying to jam your foot and then
Those are cool,
turn
though.
your foot. And
See, I would wear those, 100%.
those are cool looking though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a cool looking dude.
Well,
Very fashionable with my dirty
but
shirt
your
on.
hair looks really good, except now that you got the
I just got it wet and
That's all you
combed it back. I was like, there we go.
but it looks good. You
And
can
wearing
see-
deodorant, so I know you're really concerned about my smell.
Yeah. Well, now that you've talked about it, what kind of deodorant do you wear?
Degree.
Degree.
I think ice breaker or something. It comes in a pack of 6. It's $23 for a pack of 6. 23 something.
Are they? Wait. You mean is it soap or is it?
No, it's
oh.
Degree. Like the deodorant sticks.
You don't use a spray or
No,
roll on.
that doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
I sweat too much.
Yeah, I use Axe. I like Axe. I know it's supposed to be a guy's.
Don't tell people that. Don't tell people.
But why? They think I'm trying to. No, but I like that smell. It smells good. Anyway,
Doesn't that weird you out that your your grandson wears it? And you're like, oh, I like that smell. I wouldn't tell my grandson that
why not?
because you're grandma. Like I'd immediately throw that can away. I'm like, I don't know what to smell like what my grandma wants me to smell like.
I asked him if I could borrow it, and he goes, "You're not gonna borrow my deodorant."
Well, you're borrowing his jackets.
Yeah. No, this is my jacket. But I wore it so people wouldn't say, I hope her husband didn't beat her up. It wasn't. It was the nurses did. In there.
Why are you Why are you so self-conscious? Self-conscious about that? Because again, like, if I saw that, I wouldn't immediately think you're being beaten.
Why? Why not? That's a deep, heavy bruise.
Yeah, you got bruises on your arm,
And-
especially on your forearm.
Yeah, that's where you block.
Like I would be
people trying
worried.
to hit you.
I would be worried if you had like bruises on your neck. Like if you had a big bruise around your
hand for-
neck, like if someone was grabbing it, that's when I would be concerned. But if
Yeah.
you had bruises on your arm,
But see, that's that fighting off the person that's trying to hit you. You raise your arm like that, and so they're thinking that you were beaten or something.
that's on the inside of your arm, or your forearm.
I know.
So how are you defending? Like
Okay,
are you defending yourself?
Look. If you go like this,
There's not.
What do you see?
I don't see any bruises.
You see that?
Yeah, that's on the inside of your arm.
2, 3.
So you're not throwing out your arm this way, Cindy. That's how I defend myself. I just extend my arm and just hit people.
Shut up. Don't you learn so much from these?
Like if you had a black eye, but like, yeah,
Conversations.
maybe you got hit in the face.
I was sitting. No. I'm so surprised there wasn't a lot of black eyes when dabbing was the thing to do. Because do you know what dabbing is?
Yeah, I know what dabbing is, but you're not hitting. You're going below the chin.
Well,
isn't it?
I
I feel like an idiot now. Now I'm sitting here dabbing.
I thought it was like.
Oh, here we go. You gotta be careful what you're doing with your arms there, Cindy.
I know. I get another bruise on it. No. So, anyway, I wanted to bring us back down to the.
We're not talking about cocaine, are we?
No, we're not going to talk about cocaine. But just stay tuned to see.
Who cares about
when
that?
they find out?
No one cares.
Who was doing cocaine?
I mean, they had the whole thing with Bill Clinton and that lady, and no one cared.
Oh, they did. Oh, are you kidding me?
Well, I mean,
man,
today people don't really care.
People want to know about everything that was going
on. I like how that was one of those things. I forgot what it was. When Hillary Clinton was running, people were being interviewed, and they're like, well, I don't really respect her because she didn't stand up to her husband for cheating on her.
Right.
And I was like, can you imagine telling someone that? Like, we don't like you because you didn't stand up for yourself when your husband, knowingly cheated on you.
Right.
It's like, ooh, that's a
the
lose-lose scenario right there.
It's when her and Chelsea and Bill were walking out to the helicopter, and he kind of reached out for her hand, and she just kept her hand like, I'm not holding hands with you. I don't know where that hand's been. They just it was really sad, and Chelsea was trying to get them back together again and make it all work out.
They could have just split, and I think she probably would have become president if she just split.
If she just said, be gone, because it was just all trash. They were all trashy.
I like it. Imagine those family conversations.
Do you sit down with your parents and have dinner?
Oh yeah, all the time.
You do? Is that like a rule that y'all have to all?
Not necessarily a rule where we have to wait till the last person finishes, but it's more of we do wait till everyone's seated to eat. But I kind of already do that with if you and I went to dinner and they gave me my food first, I'd wait till you got your food.
Oh no, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Unless I wanted
Unless
some
you
of
told
yours.
me, yeah. Well, you wouldn't even just start eating my food. I know you. You're just
that would be fine.
Oh, that looks good.
No, but people that I have not sat down. I don't even remember when I was little that we sat down for, at a table. Everybody sat down at a table and ate. We would at my grandmother's, but never at my house.
I think what it is you introduce the atmosphere of someone's cooking food. Because I know growing up, we really loved our mom because she spent so much time cooking us good food.
Yeah. And
you never really realize until you visited a friend's house, and then their mom doesn't cook, and so there is no it's almost like a vacuum into the kitchen because when she's almost ready, you're like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And this smells so good. We've been smelling it all day. I'm ready.
Okay, now I get all of that.
But that's when we all sit.
But they come and get it and put it in their plate.
Oh no, we're not.
And they go to their room.
No, we couldn't eat in our room. We couldn't eat in our beds. Couldn't eat on the couch.
See, that's a great rule because
food stays on the table.
Yes, that's a great rule, and that the children should be washing the dishes.
I even get in trouble when I'm cooking, grilling or smoking something. I get in trouble if I cut a little off on the grill to eat it. What are you doing?
Oh.
And I'm like, quality control. I'm the cook.
That's right. Oh, that's
wait till you get to the table.
No, but because and I try and turn the fan on so that no one knows that I'm cooking something
nasty food.
No, I just don't. I don't want to share it. So I'm.
No, I get it.
Once they start smelling.
But I think that's why those core rules plus the food smelled really good. So you're got to follow the rules to get that good food.
No, but that sounds so cool to have your mom in there cooking, and she, it's ready, and I'll sit down.
Well, I did Thanksgiving, and that was fun.
You did what?
I cooked for Thanksgiving.
She
did. I want to say she did whatever fruit pie or whatever it was, but
so you did the main.
I did the main stuff.
The vegetables as well. Yeah. What vegetables do you cook?
Well, it just depends on what everyone wants. Because usually, if the children are going to be there, we'll do a special macaroni and cheese, a bigger noodle one. and then we'll do asparagus, and we'll just do. I got a recipe for this year's for Brussels sprouts, so they're gonna like that. And that kind of stuff. And then I smoked a turkey.
That's great. You're just so full of surprises, Richard. And your mother and dad will never live further than 3 blocks away from you because you're gonna have to cook and do all the cooking for all the family.
I'm cooking shrimp tonight.
As soon as the show's over, you're going.
I gotta go prep some stuff.
Yeah,
it's my niece's birthday.
Okay, that's fine. That's
I don't mind it. I like cooking.
I gotta.
It gives me a great excuse to drink beer.
Really?
Yeah, and have a cigar.
And but your mom lets you smoke?
I can do whatever I want. I'm an adult.
Did your mom let you smoke in her house?
Not in the house.
You smoke outside.
I'm not an animal.
Okay.
What I do love is when I smoke cigars, my dad acts like it's like infecting him. Like when he walks outside, he's like, and I'm like, what? Did someone toot or something? He's like, you can't be smoking around me. I'm like, you're the one that came over here. Like, oh man, it's one of the funniest reactions. I was like, are you really that bothered by it? I mean, because usually when people smell something they don't like, ooh, that's gross. But he's like, what is this?
How old is he?
I want to say he's 74. He just turned 70.
We're the same age. Oh my!
I want to say 74. I'm probably way off. It's probably 72.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize we're the same age. You've got to let me have him on the show. We would have so much fun.
Oh, my dad has his own show on Mondays.
I know. I want him on my show.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
And my mom would love to just talk trash. She'll come on here and talk trash.
Oh, that would be great. She could sit right there.
But it was fun doing Thanksgiving with her because we coordinated and because what I love, I'm smoking a turkey. I'm brining it. It's going to be delicious, right? And then my dad gets a whiff of it going like, he's doing what? And my mom's like, oh, he's doing the turkey. He's brining it. I don't want smoked turkey.
Oh, no. No.
And then so when I get over there, the oven's on. I'm like, what are you cooking in here? He's like, oh, I'm cooking a turkey after Thanksgiving. For after Thanksgiving.
That's so cute.
It was so funny. I was like, really? Who's that? Was that dad? Yeah, typical.
Well,
he loves his turkey, though. Like, it's like a religious thing for Thanksgiving. He loves having the extra turkey for sandwiches for the week and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. So does, my son-in-law the same way. He keeps watching what everybody's eating. Like, okay, I think it's time for me to go ahead and get what I'm going to take home with me. And I think I cook so much food and there's so much stuff out there, but it's all gone. And it'll be.
Yeah, the brisket I made last weekend, everyone wanted it to go.
They took some.
I was very disappointed in that. But it was also a high compliment. But I was like,
yeah,
this is good. This is like the best brisket I've ever done.
Listen, tomorrow.
And then, of course, my brother, my sister-in-law, and all. I'm like, oh, we're gonna put this in the to-go bag. I'm like, what? You want me to chop up the rest of it?
All goes away.
That's away.
Because you really need that at least 2 days out of it, 2 or 3 days out of it. You've cooked so long and did all that stuff that you can still eat off of it. But tomorrow we have Sarah, Scratch by Sarah. You wonder what that means, right?
She'll be that person who scratches that itches.
No, she sells scratch offs. No, this is Sarah. Scratch by Sarah is that's just a phrase that's never hardly used anymore. I made it from scratch, and but she does all the pastries, the sweets, and stuff for a lot of the restaurants. And
I'm excited about this guest. That's tomorrow at 2:00.
Tomorrow at 2:00. Yeah.
Maybe I'll learn something.
Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow. And just you could start pastry.
I love it.
And she is beautiful. Did you see the picture I sent of her?
No.
I sent her all the
sent
stuff.
today. I saw you. Cindy, there's other stuff going on. Okay.
You always have to remind me. This isn't all about the Cindy Cochran show. We have a lot of shows on here, Cindy. So just back off.
Even though I did tell her I'll pay attention on Monday because that's when I set up everything for your show, but you don't talk to me on Mondays. You talk to me the morning of the show, and I'm like, well, I'm already doing something else. I told you Monday is the day I can pay attention to you.
Go ahead. It's all my fault. Go ahead.
No, it's not
I'm
fault.
used
It's
to
more
hearing.
of like, I need to have like a thing you read every morning and memorize it, and then we'll have a test over it. Like how do I get
like
you
that.
how do I get you to remember it?
I like that. You can send me a script.
Can I put you in shock therapy
No.
and do like this brainwashing thing? It's like Monday.
Why don't you sign me up for
Like if I whistle a certain tone, like you'll remember it's Monday.
Monday? Cindy,
I'll say a phrase,
it trigger me.
and it'll trigger you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I need. I need Prevagen. You just need to buy me Prevagen. I
So
can say
today's show
Prevagen.
is brought to you by Wootton Financial.
See, I was
Thank
just
you
getting
so
ready
much
to
for
start that.
sponsoring the Cindy Cochran Show. If you're interested in finding some financial services, which include planning for the future of you and your family, we put a link below for Wootton Financial Services.
That's right.
It's all
And-
right there, and that's TON.
And if you call and you get the really sweet secretary that Chris Wootton has, she'll immediately put you through,
Yeah.
and you can talk to Chris. Is that okay?
Yeah, we're off. See you later.
What? I didn't
It's
say.
2:56, so we gotta go.
Wait, I got to say about the first responders and how much we love the first responders. And
We know you
You're
really
so
don't
great.
care. You just say that to pretend you care.
that is.
She's
you
so
know,
fake. She's so fake.
You know. Oh, wait till we really do go off.
Let's go.
Okay.
Bye.
Anyway, bye. We love you.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process of helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran Show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
God's Garage is a 501c3 that repairs and gives away cars